Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational Valorant tournament. We had a bit of technical issues in the first stream, so we're back with the setup once again revamped. The issue's been fixed, and here to bring you the matchup between PARATROOPS and IEA Gaming really soon. Now, aggressive. When we went off from the first stream, we saw PARATROOPS having picked up round one, and that's where we left us off. And we were talking about the difference in that Cypher and Killjoy. PARATROOPS on the defense already really making that Killjoy work. It's going to be up to IR Gaming to really push through, find the aggressive utility in their composition.
That is really true. And when we look at the certain forms that we are going to be seeing, this Killjoy is going to be the deciding factor. I do believe Killjoy being one of the few characters that can actually stop any sort of a hyper-aggressive push that would come out from a Raze, and in comparison to the Cypher. But yes, as you stated before, it is a double-edged sword in a way. But again, it seems as though they're going to be going for a fast execute down onto the A side. It's going to be Pasha taking that first kill on the Biggs, being able to take him out as the eco round seems to be working in their favor. But Ezzy, he takes out Bokies. And now, with the spike going down real soon, I do believe Meow is going to be planting for Shower this time around. But it's going to be Ezzy getting that first kill on the Pasha, while Glyph taking one on the Titan. And in a 2 versus 4 situation, not much that they can do, as the defense are going to be running it down and going in for the spike defuse. And another beautiful round coming out from the side of the defense.
Yeah, PARATROOPS once again, they're okay with giving up this site, knowing their strength on that retake, able to find very clean frags when they push through. And the really important thing to note is that they never allow any extra time for IR Gaming after they take site control. Even though IR Gaming, you can see in the instant replay, are able to get the plant here, PARATROOPS, they're ready in their position to go for the retake. And as soon as the spike is planted, they infiltrate the site, they get the frags, and they're able to secure this anti-eco round for themselves. IR Gaming, they did eco themselves. So this next round with the buys is going to be where they look to fight back. But already what I really like to see is Glyph changing up his positioning. He was at A for the first 2 rounds, now going over to B, making sure that IR Gaming cannot predict where he's at.
They're trying to make really fast rotation calls, but at the same time, it's going to be Meow getting that first initial kill off, being able to take out Ezzy. It's going to be a massive lead for their side, because now no more smoke for the side of the defense, and they're going to be controlling the flow every single time. Pokies, he knows what's up. He's going to be able to find it. Tito, he's holding down the side of Lamps. And it's gonna be Biggs taking a lot of damage coming in from the shoulder dart, but a beautiful play coming in from Biggs could be enough to take out the Sova. Sova goes down, and Biggs, he gets a second with a spray down. He's surviving. He's making the difference from the sideline. Stayed. He's able to take that one, and it comes to save his little buddy, being able to take it out. And Pasha being the last one alive. Not much that he can't do. Save spams with the ghost, finds his own clone, takes him out as a defense from the side of PARATROOPS. Seems absolutely indestructible, CA.
Yeah, PARATROOPS absolutely triumphant on that defensive side. But you can see they're making sure that they're calm, right? They're not letting the win streak that they've got going to really take them over. I really like this new feature that we've got, the ability to really look at what the players are experiencing in real time and understand their emotions on the basis of that, understand what their mindset is, because we talk a lot about the mental, and we can see a glimpse of that mental through these player camps. Now, IR Gaming, they invested in the op in that last round, so the investment going down severely as PARATROOPS able to pick up that buy. Now on the eco, it's Meow, the new player pushing in. The Sheriffs with the double one tap to secure the first 2 kills for IR Gaming, looking for a thrifty potential.
They're looking for that thrifty for their side, and it's going to be Titan answering back with his own. Biggs does find 1, but it's probably not going to be enough. Going down into this 2 versus 4 situation with Pasha getting that kill with the operator as well. The bodies are going to be dropping in. It tries to go in for a play, but it's not going to be enough as Pokies is Sheriff reigns supreme. He gets that headshot, and such a beautiful round coming out from the side of IR Gaming. That was an incredible attack coming out from them.
I think what's really important is that IR Gaming able to understand the proclivities of PARATROOPS, right? PARATROOPS are a team that once they get going, they really get onto a roll. So much of a roll where they eventually start pushing out even though they're on defense. IR Gaming, they start recognizing this. They recognize that, hey, PARATROOPS are taking these dry peaks because they don't really have a flash for themselves. So if we just wait for that and punish it, with the Sheriffs, they're able to get those 1 taps, find the first 2 kills and pull off a thrifty. Huge momentum swing now for IR Gaming. as they look to push through on the attack now. On bind with very similar compositions, we expect both the teams to be slightly more comfortable on that defensive half. So for Aya, it's all about trying to get to that 5-round mark. If they can, that's a very comfortable position for them. The 4 would be like a middle ground. If they can get to 6, they would be absolutely jubilant. So now we'll have to see if Aya Gaming can pull it off. Once again, they're trying to punish any sort of aggressive push, making sure they split up, looking for the picks. But PARATROOPS, the discipline very much instilled in them. They're waiting for Aya to make their first push.
As you stated before, PARATROOPS, they need to try and get as many rounds as they can down on this defensive side because the Killjoy is going to start being a bit less effective when it comes to the attacking hit. But at the same time, here's where the real fun is about to start. As Titan, he's going to be diving on in with the satchel. He throws in the nade, and the side control has already been established. But Biggs, he's going to be whipping a couple of shots on the sidelines, but Izzy is going to be there to back up his teammate. Izzy gets his third, and Biggs, he's going to be falling back, getting a lot of information of where exactly this one's going to be hanging out in. But Meow, she's gonna be getting that 1 kill off her sideline as well. She gets another Meow. She is stepping up, but Ezzy, he's able to take down his 4th as well. Zoma goes down, and ladies and gentlemen, here's where the real crunch time is about to begin. It's gonna be Meow looking for an ace, and Ezzy looking for the ace as well. Who will get it is the real question. It's probably gonna be Ezzy, but no, Meow. She is stepping up massive. She's looking to do some damage to the side of the economy when it comes to PARATROOPS, but with only 1 second left on the clock, not much that she can do. She showed so many heroics in that round, CA. She deserved that, but at the same time, such a beautiful defense coming out from the side of PARATROOPS as well.
Yeah, it was a round of the Omens, both the Omens really stepping up. Even though Binks almost whiffed that entire round for this team, missing those shots, as he's like right there, backing him up. I feel bad for Titan, right? You're getting shot at 2 angles. You're like, bro, do I look here? Do I look there? I'm gonna get killed from everywhere. And that's exactly why you don't want to be rushing into a site without the backup from your team. The smoke not covering Binks entirely, meaning that Titan not actually able to figure out exactly where he's getting shot from in the crossfire. It ends up going down in a free round picked up for PARATROOPS. Mia, she did her best, but not able to do enough. And now PARATROOPS with the aggressive peek for Zayd and another holding down hooked up for Glyph. Now they're holding down this B side, waiting for the push, and Aya Gaming already crippled with nowhere to go. They'll have to likely take the TP.
They're trying to go in for, like, going in for a save at this point is going to be one of the more better plans than I would say. They would have enough money to work with, but at the same time, Glyph was such a disgusting shot on the pokies with his movement. He's gonna be able to find one, jiggling out left, right, and center. It's not gonna be enough. As Tito, he does go down as well from the sidelines. It's gonna be Meow again down in this 1 versus 5 situation. Will she be able to get some kills is the real question. It's gonna be Edit pushing up a bit too far in. It's gonna be Meow getting the first. Meow gets a second on the Bigs. She's looking to do a lot of damage, but Ezzy goes in with the Phantom, puts on his dancing shoes, runs straight in front of Meow with the Paranoia. Is gonna be able to finish her off. And that's the Omens. They're doing so much damage and they're doing so much work. Looking at the scoreboards, 9 and 4 for the side of Izzy and Meow on a 7 and 4. These Omens are leading the scoreboard, and this gives controllers a new definition, don't you think, CA?
Both Omens, Ezzy and Meow, really stepping up, showing us exactly why Omen, one of the strongest agents in the game right now, because of his ability to be so flexible with his approach, really shining in through with both of these players' playstyles. Meow especially, the crisp headshots, absolutely nasty. Now for the fast eco rush for Aya Gaming, they're going for the push with the help of that showstopper, not able to find, they will be able to find 1 kill. They were tagged down really low in the push though, and they are not able to take side control just yet. It's going to be up to Meow to start filtering in, get the spike planted, because they've only got Lance control in a part of the site. Once again, all the PARATROOPS ready to try and go for the retake. Now trying to delay the plant with the Hunter series. Edit finds the tags, and Edit taking down Meow makes it even, forces Aya Gaming into that teleport, try to run away from Killjoy after.
To take him out, taking us down to a 3 versus 4. But soon enough, it's gonna be a 4 versus 2, sorry, because Pasha, he's so low.
One
He has the
enemy
knives in
remaining.
hand, but with Glyph coming down from the sidelines, he's gonna be an absolute madman, just grinding out everyone, leaving only Tito to fend for himself in this situation. This
30
is gonna be
seconds
one of the
left.
harder ones, I do believe. If he gets this kill, it's gonna be quite possible putting himself down in this 1 versus 3 situation. Now the question is, will he be able to hold strong to the real deal? Because only 36 HP and a dream for his side. The shock darts are gonna be coming in, and it's gonna be Ezzy being able to take him out. Beautiful shock dart play coming out from the side of Edit as well, forcing Tito into the crossfire angle from the side of Ezzy, running him into the spam and getting that kill. And it's gonna be 6 rounds on the board for the side of PARATROOPS, and with only 1 round for the side of Aya Gaming. This is gonna be the crunch time starting CA, because the thing is, yes, Glyph is gonna be a bit weaker coming forward into the attacking half, but you still need a couple of rounds when you're on the side of Aya Gaming to try and bring it back in a way when you're on the defensive side.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like at the end of the day, in general, I prefer the Killjoy on attack as compared to the Cypher, right? It's just on the defense that I expect Pokey on that Cypher to become much stronger than he is on the attack right now. So it's about trying to find that balance. Like for Glyph, he's able to execute his job to perfection in these defensive rounds. The lockdown, especially in that last round, making sure that that aggressive push by Aya Gaming onto A side, not yielding any success whatsoever. Instead, they're pushed back onto B, and in that you can see the prowess of the Killjoy in terms of her being a mobile sentinel really come through, because she was able to pick up her utility, bring it to A, but once again take it back to B, and all in due time due to the short cooldowns of her turret and alarm bot. Really strong approach from PARATROOPS so far. What I want to see from Aya though is a bit more decisiveness with their approach, because when they did go for that fast rush, they need to push outside of blanks. They need to start trying to get CP control and then push it on the basis of that, because when you get stuck in that lamps and A side area, when you have nowhere to go, it allows PARATROOPS to group in, get ready for the retake, and then punish you for even pushing in the first place. Now Aya, they're going for that aggressive showers rush, and they've got a bunch of strikes, but they're losing the frags with Blinks of the first kill. Titan go picks up another. This is the ego for Aya. They have the information, they just need to get the spike one.
They're gonna be getting the spike plan down, but at the same time, with the tracking dart coming out from the side of the drone, side of the camera, sorry, it's gonna be quite more difficult as Edit. He gets that first initial kill on the Pasha. He tries to run away, but it seems that the Pokies, he's not gonna be letting him run anywhere, but Edit! Sorry, Glyph, sorry. He's gonna be being able to get that kill on the Focus, and Zayd gets one onto Tito as well to take him out. And ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be another round on the board for the side of PARATROOPS. They seem absolutely unstoppable down on this defensive side. The way they're holding down the angles, the way that they're jiggle peeking the corners, they're leaving no stone unturned as they're hitting their shots. Like, CA, it's like, what would you do if you were on the side of Aya Gaming? Because I can't really see a way they're gonna be able to take over the side. Maybe going in for a fake?
I think we have to look back to what got them this one round that they have on the scoreboard in the first place. Splitting yourself up, punishing PARATROOPS for what they're likely to do, which is go for the aggressive pushes, go for the flanks, and try to find picks on the basis of that, and then commit to a side. Really try to use the teleports available in Bind to your advantage as much as possible to push for those unnecessary rotations into those bamboozle plays for Aya. That's where they should be looking to find their advantage. But this, wow, off versus Vandal. It's Pokey who comes out on top, able to get the first kill, but Binks now with the answer back, winning his own 1v1, making sure it's 4v4 on the map. Pokey trying to push and be locked, but I like this approach from Aya Gaming. All of them split up, all of them just trying to take down the utility of PARATROOPS before they make an aggressive push. Pokey making a lot of noise towards B, but the noise matched by his teammates towards this A side, meaning PARATROOPS, they're forced into a situation where they have to continuously try to respond to what Aya want to do. But given the grouping of Aya now, this is definitely A side push stopped in their tracks by that paint grenade though. Aya, they really shouldn't be committing overhard into this side. They're just gonna get blinded. They're gonna have to move back. They're gonna get taken down. It's PARATROOPS once again with the manager.
Titan, he was playing with fire in that situation, but still, he's gonna be able to take out Ezzy, forcing it down into a 3 versus 3 scenario, and they're gonna be looking to go towards out onto this B side, but this B side is where Glyph is gonna be holding down the 4. Beautiful turret placement as well. He's gonna be able to hold down so well. He's gonna be forcing one of them down into the back corner. Forced down onto the C side is gonna be Kofi. He's getting tagged out really well. Oh, and Glyph, he knew exactly where Titan was gonna be at. Beautiful pre-fire coming out from him, but Pasha, he gets in 1 kill with the operator, evening up the playing field just a little bit more. But Pokies, he's so low. How much can he do is the real question. Pokies, he's going to be going in for the play, but ended up beautiful wide swing coming out from it. He gets the kill on the push and then on the Pokies to take him out. It's going to be an 8-1 scoreline right now, ladies and gentlemen, for the side of the defense. The way they're doing a lot of these retakes, the way they're forcing these 1v1s or 3v3s, they're playing as a team, they're baiting out the utilities. They're doing it so well. They're not able to adapt at the same speed as PARATROOPS in this situation.
Oh my god, that camera moment from Dixon, he's just feeling it. He's on a roll, he's just like happily. Like, I feel like he has some music playing in the background, just strumming along. He's happy as hell with the way his team is performing in this first match of the Invitational Tournament. Really stepping up, and it's nice to see that. It's really nice to see that they're able to find that sort of, how do I say this, ecstaticness, like the sort of happiness in such a performance, because you need to be able to get that boost and then push through on the basis of that. For Aya, though, it's really a somber feeling. They need to push back because this is their map pick. They chose to come out of the bind, so they need to find at least 4 rounds so they can go onto the defensive side with some sort of foundation. They're going for the aggressive push. They found the first kill, but it's Titan losing the 1v1, meaning Ezzy able to pull it back, and now Ezzy ready with the rest of his team to try and go for this retake. The spike planted for Aya Gaming, they have to step back, but they're holding down on the side. It's Pasha with the double to find his third, and now Pasha holding it down. Aya Gaming looking for their second round of this round.
They're looking for their second round, but at the same time, I don't think Glyph, he wants to give anything away. It's gonna be Pasha being really low, and he's it up, and it with the flicks, and it with the headshots. He's rated supreme to them. This Sova, he's no longer the hunter. A predator. He's gonna be going in for all of the plays. You can see the smile on Edit's face. He's like, yeah, boys, we gonna be doing it. I'm hitting my shots. I feel crispy today.
I mean, it's like the beat dropped and Edit just went ham. He sees the head, he taps, and barely threading the needle, right? I think we'll see it on the replay right here. One headshot, barely sees the hookup person, second headshot. As soon as the whole Tito pops off, third headshot, Edit on from there. I thought that round was done and dusted for Aya Gaming, given the fact that they got side control, they got the opening frags on the retake, and they're able to get into their post-con position. But Edit with the 1v3 heroics, able to pull it off.
I know
secure the 9th round for PARATROOPS. Aya Gaming once again pushed onto the back foot. They get the first kill with Pasha in the Blade Stomper, Drinks with the Showstopper, stopping them in their tracks, answering it back. Titan, he gets the trade though, so it's still Aya Gaming with the advantage. Going for this aggressive B-side push, they take an elbow control, but Glyph holding it down, he'll get one. He'll be looking for more, will not find another. Instead, it's Pasha taking him down, and now 3v2 for Aya Gaming.
3 versus 2, but at the same time, look at the amount of damage that is being done. Edit, he's on another level today. He's like, I'm gonna channel my 900 IQ self, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of damage, and he's doing so much when it comes to doing this. But Tito, he's gonna be able to find that 1 kill on the Edit, but from the side of Aya Gaming, they're so low. They're at body shot range, and if Ezzy, he's just able to hit a couple of his shots, that's all he needs. All on the body is gonna be rating supreme, but he's not checking down on the long. He hears the footstep. Such a beautiful bait. And he's going to be able to spot up Tito as well. But there's not really a lot of time to work with. He's going to be going in for the half defuse. But Tito, such a beautiful play coming out from him. Hold down the time. And they're going to be able to get their second round, I do believe. So yeah, second round on the board. Now moving into the last round of this half.
Yeah, very much calm play, composed play coming in from Tito to be able to make sure that he clutches out that round for his team. Because going down 10-1 is not a situation you ever want to be, irrespective of the fact that Bind is more of a defense-sided map. Because 10-1 puts so much weight on those pistol rounds. 9-2, while it's still the same situation, they have the chance of trying to win this last round, pushing it to 9-3, and then looking for those pistol rounds to try and pull back to come back in their favor. One round going to be very important. They're going to push back to the B side, try to replicate the success they were able to find in the last round. The crossfire already set up. The showstopper coming out. The crossfire is going to reign supreme. It's Blitz and Sid with the crossfire. They're not expecting it at all. Aya. PARATROOPS with the mind games and the perfect crossfire to demolish Aya.
This is absolutely insane. PARATROOPS to live. Look at his shots! Oh my
Switching
god,
sides.
that was absolutely incredible. He tracks Titan straight through the air, takes him out, does a 190-degree flick straight on the head of the person entering Hoka. Such beautiful plays when it comes to the mechanical sense of Glyph, and I really wish we could see his space camp in this situation because he just popped the hell off in this situation.
Yeah, he's just absolutely insane. I think the setup as well, like really, the idea becomes that, hey, Aya Gaming, they won 2 rounds so far. The most recent round they won was in that B-side push. So in that last round of the attacking side, it's very logical to assume that they once again go for that B-side push. They go for a setup that they haven't done throughout the first half, setting up a crossfire with Glyph waiting in that B hooker cubby. That's a corner we almost always check in solo queue. For a competitive play, you almost always assume that there's no player waiting there because it's a one-off corner. You usually only get one kill and you have to go off, but they're able to use the unpredictability to their advantage, set up that hookah crossfire, and just smoke up Aya Gaming right there, get them the double digits in the first half, and now look for even more in their attacking with the pistol. They push into the B side. The Boombot will spot out Binks as well as the recon dart. His position is revealed and he is exposed, but can he get the kill? Gets away on time, bro. It's Aya Gaming just holding on. But PARATROOPS, this is the mind games we wanted to see. Now taking the TP, try to get it.
Precision kill.
Titan, he's not really having any of the mind games in this situation. He's only hitting the headshots. He's going to be able to take out the lurker from the side of PARATROOPS, making it a 4 versus 5. Never mind, it's a 4 versus 4 as Ezzy gets his own kill. But Titan, he's answering with his own headshots. Not going to be able to take him out. And beautiful plays coming out from the side of Glyph, using that alarm bot to perfection to get Titan off that corner. And they're going to be holding down the lamp strong, taking us down to a 3 versus 4 situation. But a beautiful onto Tito. Such a beautiful attacking round coming out from the side of PARATROOPS. Them winning that first round in their favor. It's going to be forcing the side of Aya Gaming to go into a force buy, I do believe, because this is now the 11th round. You do not want to fight for an overtime, especially when you're on a 11-2 scoreline.
At 10-2, this is why we always say that the 8-4 at least preferred for teams, because then you can afford to give up the pistol and the anti-eco go into the buy. But when you're at 9-3 or 10-2, it really does put so much pressure on your pistol and then the subsequent anti-eco, because now you can see Aya Gaming, they're forced into a position where they have to go for the forced buys. But even with those forced buys, it's PARATROOPS with the advantage. PARATROOPS with the better shields, PARATROOPS with the better weaponry, and now PARATROOPS looking for that push into B side. They're going to be the ones finding the 1-for-1 trade as Pokey. He finds the first clip, but Glyph able to trade him back in. The Cypher utility down, B side completely open, and the Killjoy set up, a grenade set up as well to deny the post plant. Beautiful place from PARATROOPS, a smart executed push to make sure they're able to get the spike planted and then play with that Killjoy grenade from post plant.
Beautiful kill coming out from the side of Tito. Take over the side, but at the same time, down into this 2 versus 4 situation is going to be the 2 friends from the sideline. Will they be able to hold strong? Is the real question is left. He's asking back. He takes out 4. He's looking for his ace in this situation. He's going to be going in for the spam, but it seems as though his spam is not going to be connecting in this situation. And Pasha, he's playing that so well, and he gets the reverse kill. Classic. He's gonna be able to fight it all, and this first round was such a success. They're able to take this round away, and Pasha, he played that so well. That double smoke, he just held it down tight, knowing that Glyph is not gonna be able to go in for his own shots. Beautiful round coming out from the side of the defense, and Aya Gaming, they're fighting back very slowly but surely, and hopefully they're gonna be able to come in for a comeback.
Yeah, Aya Gaming winning that force buy round really important. Pasha, oh my god, the nerves of steel to be able to pull off that diffuse through the smokes and then go for that dash, find that kill with the classic. On point, Pasha Sahil to deny Glyph the ace as well as deny PARATROOPS this round. Now with the better buys, it's going to be Aya Gaming looking to push forward for the comeback. But PARATROOPS with their eco, they're pushing in aggressively. They're looking for the kills, they're able to find one. But Aya Gaming able to answer back too. And Tito with the bulldog mowing them down. That was a quick round for Aya Gaming.
Quick, eco frag round for the side of Tito. He's gonna be able to get multiple kills and pad his stats just a little bit more moving forward to get that extra money for the following rounds. And here is where the round is about to change, because looking at the buys coming out from the side of Gaming, they have 3 Bulldogs, they have 2 Spectres. So they're at, sorry, 2 Bulldogs and 2 Spectres. They're at a severe weapon disadvantage compared to the one-tap potential that the side of Paratroops have. So this round, it's really gonna be coming towards the fact that how they're gonna be able to utilize their strategies to force the side of Paratroops to come into their own gunfight range. Will they be playing safe? Will they be playing for the retakes? All of these factors are going to be coming into play. And they're playing it so beautifully as well. As already Pasha gets that first initial kill up onto Glyph, being able to take out the range balls. But the people are going to be coming in from the side of Honka and Nancy. He takes out 2 as soon as he jumps on in. But Pasha, he's in such a beautiful position. But ended with the spring transfer flick. He's going to be able to take out Pasha, leaving it down to a 4 versus 2 situation, ladies and gentlemen. But Tito, he's going to be evening up the playing field just a little bit more, taking us down to a 3 versus 2. And here is where the spike is going to be going down, and the retake situation is about to start for the side of Aya Gaming.
2v4 on the map. It's gonna be up to Titan and Tito to push through. Aya Gaming already on the first ones. And look at this flank from Edit. He's wrapped all the way around from long. Now pushing in onto Hookah. Titan and Tito, they need to go. They have low health bars on the other side, so they're able to find 1 kill with the grenade. With the stroke soften now, Titan going for more. But Edit with the flank takes down Tito and forces Titan to go get into a moment of indecisiveness. Now Titan left on his lonesome. Edit with the recon and Edit with the Hunter's Fury will find the match point as he picks up the kill. But that entire flank from Edit, I feel like it's really what set up the round, right? Because Titan picking up that first kill with the paint grenade and then going for the showstopper push onto elbow. Without that flank from Edit, he would have got those 2 kills and allowed Tito to really go for the spike defuse. But Edit coming in from an unpredictable flank onto Hooker, denying Tito that spike defuse and picking up that match point for Paratroops. Meaning now, Aya Gaming, they're on the back foot. They're going to be in a sticky situation. 8 rounds back to back to try and pull off a comeback. Let's see if they can do it.
This is going to be really difficult. This is match point now for the side of Paratroops, and Ezzy with the spam. He gets Pasha. That is absolutely unlucky and so skillful as well, coming out from the side of Ezzy. It's gonna be Tito though answering on to Ezzy, being able to take him out, but at the same time, Titan's gonna be chiming in with his own shots, being able to take out Edit. No shout control was established, and here is where the real problem is about to begin. Pokins gets that first kill, and Biggs, he answers down on the 2 kill for kill, round for round. Meow gets taken down as well. Biggs, he's stepping up hard, and now leaving Tito on his lonesome. He needs to try and do something, but at the same time with the lockdown, all of the map is under the control of Paratroops, and Tito, how much can he do in this situation with Biggs taking the peak, damages him? He's playing the mind games. He wants to go in for the classic right click. He wants to take him out. 10 HP and a dream for the side of Tito, but it's not gonna be enough as Glyph takes him down, and the first map goes in the favor of Paratroops.
Bing's absolutely on point, and this is why I mentioned earlier when Aya was attacking that I want to see more of that side control when you're going for the aggressive A side push. You need to try and get that CT angle control, because you saw how useful it can be for when he's pushed into the CT angle area, so he's able to cover the CT side, able to cover the showers and get the viewpoint on lamps too if necessary, meaning making sure that even though he is the attacker, he's basically acting as a defender. And on bind, where you have the angle advantages on the defense, on the attack, it's very important that you take over those angles and then play on the basis of that. Binks with the triple, securing this round for his team. 9-15-16. 16 assists for that race, showing us exactly why it's not always about that aim, that mechanical prowess to the duelist. Sometimes you have to make sure that your ability usage on point too, and that's exactly why Binks and Paratroops able to push through, find this map 1 win in this best of 3 series. I mean, that was an amazing match. I think we have plenty to talk about aggressive. So let's just take a look at what all we have had in that match, the highlights really of that match with the LG Ultragear match highlights and aggressive. What I want to ask you is, where do you think Aya Gaming really fell short? Because I think I noticed a sizable difference in their approach in the first half and the second half. Do you think maybe it was just a little bit of rust, like getting warmed up maybe as they came into the game?
do believe that this came down to a bit of lack of confidence. When you lose a lot of rounds and when you feel the pressure going down into the following round, knowing that you lost the first round as well, it seems as though from the side of Aya Gaming, they didn't really have a lot of confidence to work with. And you could see that when it came to the side of Miao. She was brimming with confidence when it came to the first initial round. We saw her getting multiple kills, and then she just plateaued in a way when it came to a lot of the frags. The impact frags were not really coming through, and that really does come to the confidence of the team. Their morale seems quite down in a lot of these situations. Seemingly, like, with Edit just getting a 1 versus 3 in that round, tell me honestly, which player would not feel a bit demoralized after such, after a round you're supposed to win, but Edit just pops out of nowhere and be like, hey, I got my headshots, and I'm gonna be taking you all down. The confidence factor was going to be coming into play into this matchup, and hopefully this match is just going to be a warm-up for their team, and in the following map, they're going to be bringing their A game.
Yeah, the confidence definitely visible, I think, for PARATROOPS, and the inherent opposite effect visible on Aya Gaming as mentioned. They're not able to find the momentum they needed, and therefore they lacked a bit on their confidence, even though we saw heroic plays from multiple players in Miao, in Pasha, in in the way Aya Gaming able to approach. Even Titan with a couple of plays able to really come out on top. I didn't find the synergy that we expect from Aya Gaming that really propelled them to that top 8 position in Series 5. That synergy is what we're going to be looking at with a microscope in map 2, because we have 3 maps and this is a best of 3. We're starting it off with everything, so these teams, they still have a chance to pull it back. We'll see if they can do just that. That was just map 1. It was the perfect start to our year. A bit of technical issues, but I feel like that's standard coming in with what happens. Get the bad issues are early to get the good action in later, and that's exactly what we saw in this map. And I'm hoping to see more in this series. Remember to make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because the next 10 days are going to be jam-packed, filled with action. Every single match shown to you to allow you to experience the very best match off against each other at the start of this year. Also, make sure that you check out the links in the description for some amazing discounts. A new year, a new chance for you to get some brand new peripherals and take advantage of the discounts available to you by the Esports Club. Now we'll go set up for map 2, and we'll see you there really soon with the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational Valorant tournament. See you soon. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational Valorant Tournament. We're back for Map 2 between PARATROOPS and II Gaming in this first round, first series of the tournament. I'm CN, I'm joined by Aggressive on the mic. And damn, for the map 1, it was really fast. A really easy win, really, for PARATROOPS, and that was IA Gaming's pick. So now, let's take a quick look at the map screen, see what we have in store for us, Aggressive. Because going into map 2, Paratroops with their own map pick. Do you think this might be a 2-0 here?
Could be a 2-0, could be a 1-1 as we move into split. I'm not gonna give any predictions because we know what happens. The caster card starts, and then the
Yeah.
prediction just goes sideways. So I really want to see Aya Gaming have a lot more confidence coming into this map. We talked about this in the map of Bind that they didn't really have a lot of confidence. Initially, they had a lot of confidence to work with, but as the map went on, it seems as though they just plateaued and started going below the expected amount of confidence that they should have had. Valorant is a game about confidence. If you are not confident about your own team, about your own peaks, you're not really gonna have a lot of, let's say, a lot of success. And here is where from the side of Paratroops, we saw a lot of confidence coming out from them. They were just swinging corners left, right, and center. And Ezzy, that guy was absolutely brimming with confidence. The way he swung angles, the way he was in tune with his own mechanics just goes to show that Valorant is a game about mentals as well as strategy and as well as team play and coordination. And hopefully, coming forward down into this coming down into Ascent, we're going to be seeing that. And the compositions, CA, I do believe we could be seeing a triple duelist composition coming out from one side as well, or the standard double duelist and single Sova and Cypher composition coming out from
I would
either of these teams.
actually really like to see that a triple duelist composition, especially for IA Gaming, because I think Meow is generally known for a duelist, and a Pokey, we know him to play that Omen on point. So if you can go for that triple duelist, really bring out the best in every player, it would be huge. But already looking at the agent picks, it's gonna be Meow once again going into that Omen. The only change really for both of the teams, it is Aya Gaming with Pokey shifting onto the Killjoy, and man, am I glad to see the Killjoy really starting to flourish. For months, I feel like I was saying on Ascent and Split especially, the Killjoy is so much stronger than the Cypher. And to see teams finally recognizing that strength, really picking up that Killjoy more and more, it just makes me happy.
At the same time, we're gonna see exactly the same compositions coming out on the map of Ascent. And as you stated before, Killjoy is something that we have not really seen happen when it comes to the map of Sen. And I do see why you love the Killjoy. I love her on the defensive rounds, but when it comes to the attacking rounds, I do believe that Killjoy has a lot of glaring issues, mainly because of the flank watch. You're gonna be forcing the Killjoy to stay and watch the flank down at the A side, normally playing a much more of the lurk playstyle. While Cypher, he can be somewhere near mid and somewhere deep inside of market even while watching that A flank side line. And I do believe that from the side of Paratroops, they're going to be using this to their advantage when they're going to be moving over to their defensive half. So they're moving over to their defensive half because they can then start going for those flanks, going from either B or A, depending on where they go. So from the side of Aya Gaming, I'm really hoping to see what they're going to bring down to the table.
Definitely, the Cypher all about trying to just deny one flank altogether, make sure the back is covered. For the Killjoy, she's more about movement and mobility, trying to get into the side quickly, and that's exactly what Paratroop's trying to do here. On the attack, it's Zayd finding the first 2 kills, but with Aya Gaming returning, the spike carrier was dropped as he picked it up and was able to get the spike through, and now Glyph able to pull back his utility, getting ready for the replant of the turret. I think in pistol rounds especially, this turret can be so strong because if you're able to pull it back on multiple occasions, get 2-3 usages, get the number of shots in the bases, that becomes really hard to take it down. Now Zayd holding it down through the post plant, finds 1 kill and the headshot, and now lurking in the smoke looking for more. Will not get blinded inside, has to dash out as he's getting pushed in and backed up by his teammates. It's Paratroops once again with the pistol round win, taking the round.
That was a really fast execution when it came down to the side of Paratroops. They just rushed down that side, taking on multiple of their members. And Pasha, he tried to hold down the fort, but he just got caught off guard by the entire swarm of people just streaming in through the side of B main. And they're playing it to their advantage because, as you stated before, the composition that they have rely heavily on them just pushing down into one of the side lanes. And pushing down into one of the sides, that is exactly what they are going to be doing. But this time, it seems as though from the side of PARATROOPS, they want to take a lot of the mid control. But Titan, he's playing at a very aggressive angle, slowly making his way down forward. For the fact that the turret is going to be on the top lane, and Glyph, he takes massive amounts of damage, and it's going to be Pasha diving on in. But Glyph, he takes out 2 before he goes down himself, taking us out to a 3 versus 4 situation. And the B side is going to be completely empty with the spike going down real soon.
Now, 4v3 on the map as he's trying to hold it down. Has a Spectre, will find the first kill and find another, meaning Tito, last man standing with the Spectre in his hand. He's picked up, finds this 3rd kill of the round. Tito with the triple. Can he find the ace and pull off a thrifty for Aya Gaming? Pushing in now, using his shock dust to clear the corners. He doesn't have the information, but will get spotted out by the recon drone. Will get revealed and now has to push through very slowly, expecting a push and that recon bolt to try and prevent the push. But PARATROOPS very much disciplined, playing it slow, waiting out their lineups and making sure that it's Tito who has to take the first peek. Tito will peek into Pasha right here, and Pasha just laying the jiggle, waiting for Tito. Tito will end up going down to edit. That's 2-0 for PARATROOPS. A lot of damage done though by Aya Gaming. But PARATROOPS able to take the lead. I think both teams will be happy with that round.
Both teams are going to be happy, as you stated before. A lot of economic damage being done to the side of PARATROOPS. But at the same time, I think they're going to be happy as well because seeing that, yes, of course, that was supposed to be a bonus round for them. But at the same time, they're going to be able to upgrade to better guns, to better fight the guns that the side of Aya Gaming have when it comes to the defensive round. Now they have their full buys. And this round is gonna be deciding what the flow of the match is gonna be like. And again, we're gonna be seeing a heavy sag down onto this B side as they're gonna be rushing in real soon. Pokey, he does 1-on-1 going into market, and Pokey, he's making a lot of noise and he may just get caught off guard, and it's gonna be big. Sorry, Zayd, getting that first kill on the Pokey. Titan answers back with his own, taking out his own clone. And ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna be a 4 versus 4 situation going down under this retake, the post plant situation that's already been established by the side of PARATROOPS.
You can see 4v4 on the map, and you see they're just waiting it out, holding their post plants, but they're all spread out. And Aya Gaming, they're ready to push in from the market, find the kills for themselves, but they're not gonna check this corner. Instead, it's Ezzy waiting in there. He'll find the one, and with the crossfire setup for Glyph, they'll find more. Zayd with this 3rd, and that's PARATROOPS pushing in already. Tito left to his lonesome once again. Will get taken down by Zayd, and a clean execute for PARATROOPS, followed by really good post-plant positions. The way they're able to set up the crossfires in the post-plant, meaning that not only do they get the 1-for-1 kills, but they also are able to get the advantage kills because of the member backing them up on the opposite side. You could see this especially with Glyph as he just making sure that they're covering the different angles, picking up the kills, and allowing PARATROOPS to pick up 3 rounds back-to-back on the attacking side, no less. PARATROOPS, they're continuing on the roll. The confidence they had from map 1 really shown.
That is really true. And now being forced down in this equal round is going to be hurting Aya Gaming even more. And I do believe they actually opted for a semi-forced buy in a way. With Glyph getting that first kill on the Pasha, and now rushing down onto this A sideline. It's gonna be Edit getting his own kill as well, taking out Titan. And it's already the bodies just keep on dropping one after the next. Pokey, he's able to get a bit of value out of this round, getting the ultimate orb to try and get the lockdown just a little bit more early. But with the plant going down, with only a shorty to his name, Pokey's, he's gonna have a rough time as he's walking down from the side of mid to try and see if he can get an exit frag at the bare minimum.
Yeah, but with just a shorty left to his name, he has to just end up pushing in and trying to try to go down eventually, because you don't really want to save the shorty. And you can see all of PARATROOPS, they're not gonna waste even a second. They're already on the hunt, trying to push through. It's gonna be Zayd with the peek over here onto Pokey. Both of them right behind this corner in this mid side, waiting for the first person to make a mistake. It's Zayd who will eventually end up pushing out. Pokey with the patience, just waiting it out, but neither player willing to give any ground. The suspense set up, the tension will break now. It's Pokey. I thought he was going to find the kill, but it's Zayd able to pick up the headshot, pick up Pokey, and a flawless round for PARATROOPS. Now a 4-0 lead. Aggressive, we talked a lot about the fact that how important the confidence can be to both of these teams in the match highlights of the first map. And 4-0 for Paratroops. I think Aya, with this buy round, they need to put a stop to it. Otherwise, the confidence for Paratroops is going to be on an unstoppable high.
That is really true. And Paratroops as a team, when it comes to them gaining a lot of momentum, you said this before as well, CA. When they gain that momentum, they're absolutely unstoppable. They're just gonna keep on going, they're gonna keep on pushing, and there is no situation that they're gonna be stopping. And it's gonna be the Hunter's Fury coming out from the side of the sofa to see if he can do a bit of damage, but Tito, he's not gonna be able to find that kill onto it. It gets a little bit of damage and a little bit of information to work with. But
You
Titan,
should run.
we would say he has wall hacks because he has this crosshair straight on the head of Biggs, but still, he's not going to be going in for that shot, but a beautiful lockdown is going to be coming out from the side of Glyph as well to make sure they have the A side under their control. But Biggs with a beautiful flank and a spray transfer. He's going to be getting the kills. Gets one onto Pasha as well to take him out. 3 kills to his name, and Meow being left on her lonesome is going to be able to find one. She can't find the second. Zay does the swing, gets the headshot, and takes him out. A beautiful round coming out from the side of Paratroops to take the round control in their favor, take the entire map under their control before they went in for a side execute, and Binks ever so beautiful with his own flank as well.
Binks is just vibing, man. He's pulling out the songs. He's just chilling out there. He's on top form. And I think Aya Gaming, the communication really breaking down there. Because on that scenario in that heaven side where Binks picked up the kill, in a post-lockdown situation where the lockdown is not covering a part of heaven, you have to make sure to cover the garden angle when your Sova is going for the drone. Because the garden is what is entirely covered by the lockdown. The garden is where the team of Paratroops likely to take control, and through that garden control, Binks able to pick up a triple kill. You really need Aya Gaming to pull out the communication so they're able to cover it. The fact that they're able to not, meaning now 5-0 down. And what a push for Paratroops. Edit with the ultimates. It was lockdown in the last round, the Hunter's Fury in this. Paratroops looking for their sticks over here, not stopping whatsoever.
I see you. What just happened in this round? CA, we need to break this down. And Biggs, he's vibing. He's dancing. You can see him just vibing left, right, and center right now, ladies and gentlemen. But at the same time, we need to break down this round. Edit. His play was absolutely incredible. The way he used his Hunter's Fury, he cleared out Boathouse himself. He literally shot the Hunter's Fury straight down into Boathouse so that he could cause a lot of commotion, he could cause a lot of damage, allowing his team to run straight down into the side, clear out the Boathouse, take side control, and then also get the initial picks. The amount of noise being made down in this B main is going to be covering up all of the other executions that are going to be coming in. You can't really hear footsteps properly when the executions are going to be this fast and this heavy. Titan, he gets taken down, but with his last dying breath, he takes out Binks as well. Meow being able to answer on the blade from the sideline. Tito coming in from his own lonesome, gets one onto Zay to take him out, and this is going to be forcing them down into this 3 versus 2 situation. Edit and Ezzy down into this clutch scenario, but at the same time, in this 3 versus 2, they have the spike in their favor. Not really a lot of information to work with, knowing that at the bare minimum there are 2 members down on the side. That's one of the operator, and here is where the real fun is about to begin.
Now, rotation is coming through for Aya as they look to make sure that they cover every single corner. A really important thing to notice, I don't think Pokey actually picked up his utility, and there I see notes of a Cypher coming through, because normally you would expect that Killjoy to pick up the utility when she leaves the site, but him not picking it up, meaning no real information gained for them towards in that B site. And for Paratroops, they just hold on in B main for really long, allow Aya Gaming to get into their own minds, pick up that kill, and now get this B side control for themselves. 2v2 on the map as they look to hold on. Pasha, he has to trade the guns, and he will do just that. It's going to be up to him and Pokey to try and push through for this round. Now 6-0, you don't want to make it 7-0, but with Eddie getting the opening kill. 2v1, it's Ezzy on the other side will take down Pasha, and oh my god. aggressive. I mean, the mind games, bro. Like, the idea that paratroops, they know exactly what they're doing. One big advantage. They know exactly what Aya Gaming likely to do. Two big advantages. And the fact that all of that is compounded by how decisive they feel because of their confidence. It really feels like there is no stopping paratroops.
The way that they're taking fights, the way that they're positioning themselves, it's just absolutely incredible to watch. The way Edit set up the crossfire, he was watching down from the side of Market, and even if he died, let's say that Edit didn't win the 1 versus 1 gunfight down in Market, he already has his teammate down near stairs to immediately go in for a peek and go in for those double trades. All of these factors are what is giving them the advantage, and NC, once again, he gets a kill on Pasha straight through the smoke as he's running on in. Zayn gets one on the Meow as well, and Ezzy with a spray down. He takes out Titan, 2 kills for him, leaving Tito to try and find something in this situation, but gets tagged down to 1 HP because of Zayn. He's gonna be going down real soon, but Pokies, he's able to save his teammate for another rainy day, but at the same time, it's gonna be Biggs. He has his phone number. He's gonna be calling him up, and Biggs, he knows exactly where they are, goes in for the spray, gets the 2 kills that he needs, making it a 0-8 scoreline for the side of Paratroops. They're just cleaning at the side of Aya Gaming up, and it's just an absolute bloodbath here.
Yeah, Aya Gaming, they're not able to get onto the groove that they, like, the vibe they need to really push through and try to find the win. They're doing really well with their approach at the start of the rounds, but when it comes down to trying to play composed, trying to be disciplined, that's where you can see the Paratroops able to find the win over them again and again. That double kill we just saw an instant replay, for example, for Biggs. You really never want Aya Gaming to be going for that double peak 1 by 1 in a competitive environment. You never want to see that happen, but the fact that it is happening, and once again, Paratroops with this aggressive push, the coordination reigning supreme. They're able to find 2 for 2 so far, but it's Edit with the triple. He was on form in map 1, and he's on form in map 2. The spike planted a 9-0 on the cards.
My god, the shots are reigning supreme, and Edit, the way he just entered down onto the side, I don't know who is the entry fragger anymore. Is it Zayn, is it Biggs, or is it Edit? Because Edit, he's always in the front lines, he's always gun duels, and here is where the confidence factor is going to be coming into play. 0-9 on the scoreboard. The way they're taking down everyone on this B side is really incredible. And again, I do believe they need to try and establish a much more aggressive control down near this B main. You know for a fact that your opponent team is actually pushing down onto the side of B main. Try and go in for a hyper-aggressive play of your own. Throw out that paranoia, take the fight to them, deter them from coming down to this B side. If you play so defensively, it's not going to be working out in your favor. Here already we're going to be seeing it. It's going to be Titan getting one, Tito getting one with his own Hunter's Fury, and Ezzy getting taken down by Pasha on the flank. Here is where the strength of the composition and strength of the flank is going to be coming into play. But at the same time, it's going to be Glyph and Zayn being alive, so this is really dangerous as well. So let's see if this 2 versus 3 situation is going to be working out in their favor.
2 versus 3, maybe Aya Gaming able to get that first round. It's Tito with the first kill, Glyph holding it down for Tito with the triple. Will secure round number 1 for Aya Gaming. Make it 9-1 on the scoreline. And at this point, like, I think Paratroops getting a little predictable with their B-side aggressive push. Even though they're able to get the side, they end up paying a heavy price for that side control. And that price perfectly leveraged by Aya Gaming to push through on the retake with that advantage and secure the win for themselves. Now, what I want to see Aya do is try and push through in these next 2 rounds. Pick up the win, make sure it's a 9-3 because you don't want to see a 10-2 at all. We saw how devastating it is when you end up losing double digits in the first half because of how important the pistol round can become. So they need to find the momentum right here, right now, and push through for the win. But for Paratroops, all 5 ultimates ready. The lockdown, the showstopper, the Hunter's Fury, even from the shadows, meaning an aggressive push on the cards. That's exactly what is the showstopper coming out. Will clear out the boathouse area, find Titan, and now Brinks with the side control looking for more. It's Tito instead who will find the first kill. And they haven't found Tito just yet. Tito able to clear out that CT, meaning 4v4 on the map as Paratroops, they take side control. But Aya, they're ready on the edges for the retake.
It's gonna be really dangerous as the Hunter's Fury is gonna get caught from the side of Edit as well. He's holding down the sideline, but Pokies, he gets a beautiful kill of his own, being able to take out a very aggressive Binks. But a lot of time has been wasted as well from their sidelines. It's gonna be Meow getting that skill onto her clone, being able to take out Ezzy with a beautiful paranoia coming out from her as well. But she's gonna be taking a lot of damage from the sidelines, but every member is gonna be coming in from the side of Aya Gaming, and all of them just swarm out Glyph and Edit, being able to take them out. And the Refusal is going to be coming out as well. Aya Gaming, a beautiful defensive round in their favor, being able to capitalize on the aggressive pushes that were constantly coming out from the side of PARATROOPS. And they were able to catch out an over-eager Binks, who I think pushed out a bit too far because of the Killjoy lockdown.
Yeah, Binks, I mean, we saw this in the webcams too, right? The rounds they were winning, it was really vibing, and you can see that confidence, like, it's sometimes, like, with a player like Binks, it pushes through a little too forward, and he ends up getting punished for it. Aya Gaming able to pick up that round, and now going to the last round, trying to push it to 9-3. A really important factor to consider is that for PARATROOPS, 3 ultimates down in the round, so Aya Gaming, they're able to weather the storm. Now it's just a factor of trying to find the consistency with the fact that they have an ultimate of their own. Now, Ezzy, he's taken the ultimate onto A side. He's positioned himself onto Hell. Now looking to take Raptor's control. Ezzy with some huge positioning in this map, able to find the first kill onto a jumping Tito, but Pasha able to find the return. The spike carrier is down, but Pasha, he's burning down because of the grenade. Still finds the second kill. Aya Gaming, they are back into their groove, looking for 9-3.
They're looking for this 9-3 round, and this is going to be super important. You do not want to give a 10-2 scoreline for the side of PARATROOPS. When they have this much confidence, you cannot give this round away, especially in a 4 versus 2. If you lose this, the morale is going to be hitting down hard, but I do believe that Aya Gaming, they have every angle under lockdown, and they're going to be forcing them down into such a bad situation. And Titan, such a beautiful use of the satchel, and beautiful air movements as well to get that kill on the head and take him down, leaving Binks down in this 1 versus 3 situation. Will he be able to clutch it out is the real question, but it seems as though Pasha, he has something else to say about it. He has a bullet, and he's gonna be sending it straight through the head of Binks, taking him out, taking us to a 9-3 scoreline, and an end to the first half as well.
9-0 was the scoreline for the first 9 rounds. The domination for PARATROOPS very much evident, but with the last 3 rounds, Aya, they're able to pick up some sliver of hope for themselves from this first half, and more importantly, make sure that the momentum not overwhelming me against them, instead in their favor going into this next half. It's going to be Aya on the attack, a chance for them to try and, Aya on the defense now. Right, on the attack now, a chance for them to try and find their proactivity. But PARATROOPS on the defense, we saw how important Glyph was, right? With his execution on Bind, his setups coming in. So I'm excited to see if that sort of Killjoy gameplay is going to be what helps PARATROOPS secure this map, or if it's going to be the proactivity for either of these teams coming out on top. Now, Aggressive, we were talking a lot about how it becomes really hard for teams to execute with this Killjoy on defense because of how hard it is to hold down a flank. Rather, you have to play that lurk playstyle. We can already see that from Aya Gaming. You leave that Killjoy towards the B side while you go for the A side push. It's Titan with the first kill. Now looking for the A side control, but the counter Killjoy holding it down. PARATROOPS refusing them this A side.
Oh, anywhere in Binks, he gets 3 kills on the sidelines before he goes down. Pasha finally will stop the rampage caused by Binks, and Glyph with a classic right click straight to the dome to take him out. And ladies and gentlemen, Binks, he's like, why can't I get the 4K? How did I miss it? You can see the frustration in this man, but at the same time, he's happy as well to get the 3K, shutting down the entirety of Aya Gaming. A beautiful round indeed from the side of PARATROOPS. The way they held down the side. And Tito, he couldn't even go in the side. Glyph just held them down. He had a turret, he had a classic. He was given cover fire to make sure that there was no for Binks to frag out in that round. And ladies and gentlemen, when you have PARATROOPS this ready, this high in their confidence, it's gonna be super difficult for any team.
You see the positioning of Glyph, so important. I'll break it down in a second. You see Glyph, oh my god. This is what I'm talking about. His turret positioning in round 1 was in that rafters area, because in the pistol round, you want your turret to be at the maximum distance possible because of the health buffs that Killjoy received towards the latter half of this last act. Meaning that if you place it far away, it takes at least 4 to 5 pistol shots to take it down. But as soon as you go on to the buy rounds, you ideally want to use those turret to set up a toaster setup, to set up a kill setup of sorts, and you can see him doing exactly that on that A site execute in the next round. Using that turret on top of the logs while setting up the grenades right in front of entry with the combination of the alarm bot giving him the vulnerable buff as well as multiple swarm grenades, all with the turret shooting down at the people, picks up that 4K and the 11th round for Paratroops, stopping Aya Gaming, preventing any sort of momentum for them to be picked up. This sort of knowledge of how you use that Killjoy, so important, because Cypher, he's all about the ease of execution. Killjoy, she's all about his strength if you can find the right place. And Glyph, he was able to do just that. Ends up going down first in this round though, but Bink's able to find the return kill. Now 4v4 on the map, Aya looking for mid control.
It seems like Izzy, he bit off a bit more than he could chew in that situation. He gets taken down, but he does a good amount of damage and gets a lot of information, and he has a place to his name. He's gonna be able to clean up everything. They're reading the entirety of Aya Gaming so well. Paratroops, they seem as though they have wall hacks, but at the same time, they don't, because they're reading their opponents. It's literally seems as though they read the strat book of Aya Gaming and be like, oh, so this is how you do it. This is how you do it. Oh, we know exactly how to cover it. Set edit down. Put him near B main. They're not gonna check this corner. Why would they check this corner? Because in this situation, you are not supposed to have anyone down on the sideline, because they made so much noise down into mid that the mid side is where most of the players are gonna be at. But Edit, he does that 900 IQ play. He's gonna be going down into the B main side, go in for the flank, go in for the unexpected plays, and the way that they're playing this is just absolutely incredible. Paratroops, they're just on another level today.
Oh my god, Zaid! And this is what I was actually going to talk about. For Edit to maintain the positioning, he also has to have the trust in his team to be able to hold down mid. It was Zaid in the last round. Zaid once again holding it down, allowing them to funnel into Edit's hands. Zaid picking up that double kill, setting up Paratroops with this match point. It's Binks who finds the kill onto Poki, and Binks, he'll be the one finishing it off. 13-3 for Paratroops, and Binks on that vibe. They're feeling it. 2-0, absolutely dominant. That was a phenomenal display from Paratroops.
An absolutely incredible display. Paratroops, they're showing their dominance as well on a 12-3 scoreline as well, ladies and gentlemen. There is no way to put it, because Paratroops, like, see, I think I need to tell you this, but Paratroops, they're on fire in this invitational tournament.
I think for Paratroops, I really have to give props to Zaid, because he is one of the newer members into the team, right? The ability with which he's able to step in onto such an important role, filling into the absence of Strix, who we know to be a very impactful player, really well, showing up for himself. Zaid, props to him, because he's the MVP in this map too. Just absolutely phenomenal gameplay. 13-3. What a dominant win for Paratroops. And I think we have plenty to talk about this series, because Aya Gaming, they're not done just yet. This is double elimination, so they still have a chance to pull their way back, and I'm sure they'll do that. Let's just take a second, a breath, talk about this entire series with the LG Ultragear match highlights, and really understand what went wrong for Aya Gaming. Now, I think one important factor to consider is that Meow, she's a new member in this team. She's stepping in after the leaving of Batman, meaning that the team, they still need to get used to the synergy with Meow and just sort of the role switches as a whole, because Pokey now shifting onto a Sentinel role and Meow filling in onto such an impactful controller role, meaning even though you can see the players, they're still on point, the aim is still there, it's the synergy which is missing, but I'm sure as the tournament goes on, the practice will ramp up, and so will the synergy, and they'll come back stronger. The Paratroops, man, nothing to be taken away from them, because they have a couple of new players themselves. They have players like Zaid and SE stepping in, but it really feels like they've not lost a single beat. On point, all of them. To pull off the number of aggressive pushes that they did again and again in such a coordinated fashion, that shows a level of dedication put in and a level of respect towards your IGL's calls to be able to ensure that you're following it down to the T and pulling it off to perfection. PARATROOPS, they've set the mark already in this tournament.
And setting the mark this early in the tournament is going to be really scary moving forward for the team who are going to be watching this map. PARATROOPS, they are someone to look out for, but at the same time, as you stated before, Aya Gaming, they put up a valiant effort into this map, especially with their new members. Like, I will say that their team has so much potential to work with, because look at Meow, the way she is able to go in for a lot of these aggressive plays, the way her aim is able to enable a lot of their team members, and you know, I do believe that he didn't really have his showing today, as we have seen him just completely dominate in those following rounds, like back in TEC, in the Challenger Series, sorry. Like, I would have loved to see him step up in this match, but at the same time, we cannot always expect this so valiant effort coming out from the side of Aya Gaming. And PARATROOPS, hats off to you, because you came into this invitational with a brand new team. We didn't really see the old names, but these new names are just absolutely insane. And moving forward, I wish the best of luck to you.
Yeah, a dominant showing from PARATROOPS to help them move on to the next stage of the tournament. And for Aya Gaming, they'll be moving down as they look to find their redemption with their second chance in this double elimination format. PARATROOPS, they're a team to look out for, definitely, especially when they're on form and when Binks is really vibing all throughout. I'm excited to see more of these player reactions as we move forward into the tournament. But for now, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because we're not done for the day just yet. We have another best of 3 series coming up, and with a favorite that I know all of you guys will love seeing is like XTZ Esports back in action. Now, make sure you're there for that match by hitting that notification bell. Also, check out the links in the description for some amazing sales and discounts for you to look out for. That was Series 1 of this start of the tournament, and it was an amazing jam-packed start. So I can only expect bigger and better things as we move forward, as really the best of the best clash off against each other. We'll see you really soon with the LG Ultragear TEC Invitational Tournament of Valorant really soon, with the series later at 8 p.m.